Hey everyone, welcome back to Joy at Work. Where did the month of July go? My goodness, it's already August. But August brings with it some goodness too, right? The Premier League's about to start. Go Gunners, a couple of good signings, so that's cool. And Atlanta United's well into their season, so that's also pretty exciting. Today, I really wanted to talk about passion and as it relates to joy at work. And there's a lot of material now that advises us to be careful about pursuing our passion and things like that. But I'm not looking at passion in that perspective or from that perspective. I'm really curious about passion as it pertains to what you find yourself doing today, kind of your current job. And what spawned this particular video is a conversation I had with somebody a couple of months ago where I asked that individual to tell me what excited them about their job when they got up every morning and went into work. What were they looking forward to do? And this individual had to stop and think and thought about it and really didn't give me an answer. And I kind of probed and pushed and said, "Hey, are you just going because it's a job?" And she said she'll get back to me. So she got back to me about 3 weeks ago and she said, "Hey, that question really caused me to think about my job, the things I like about it, the things I don't like about it, and really ask myself, what can I do? What can I improve?" She said, "Hey, I began to take ownership of my job, my work. I began to see it as something I can contribute to, I can change instead of just going through the motions. I began to show up to work every day with an intent to improve things and make things better and to maximize the work experience, right?" So I found that very interesting. It took her about 2 months to kind of work through that, but the question that led her there was, what gets you excited about what you do? And I think that's a really important question that all of us should try to answer at some point about what it is we do. And look, sometimes you might do what you do because you need to do it. That's kind of where you are in your life at that point. But it's still important to be aware of that. At least I think it is. It's important to understand why you're doing what you're doing and really tap into what makes you go relative to that thing. For some people, it might be, hey, I go there because I get exposed to new technology. For some folks, it might be, I go to work because I get to make a difference. For other people, it might be, I do this because it allows me to express myself. So, what gets you going? What are you passionate about in your current job? That's an important thing to identify and think through and talk about. And kind of right following on the heels of that question is, what can I do? What can I change? What can I modify about my current situation to make it even better? And this kind of goes into the concept of agency. Very often we're looking for other people to make things better for us. And it might be that other people are in control of other things, right? Our compensation, our work materials, our tech that we use, and then a whole bunch of other things. But there are things that we control as well. Our attitude, sometimes the way we approach our work, the way we interact with others. There are, in many situations, quite a few things we can control as well. And it's important to identify those things and say to ourselves, I'm going to make a difference here. I'm going to change this. I'm going to move the needle. So, what gets you going? What excites you about your current job? What could you change? What could you tweak? Have you talked through those things? If you haven't, take a few minutes to think through them, write them down, and ask yourself, what can I do differently? At the end of the day, joy at work is a very personal thing. So that's it today. Passion in our current situation. What gets us going? What can we do? How can we improve it? Hope you enjoy this. See you next time. Bye.